Hey family, I'm Yogi Farron and welcome back to day 18 of your 30-day yoga journey. I'm so happy you're back here with me again today. Congratulations for showing up 18 days for yourself. That is certainly something to be celebrated. Today we are honoring our light within. We all have a beautiful light inside, and today's flow is dedicated to honoring just that. If you're not already, join me in your comfortable seat in the center of your mat. Today, I'm seated on my knees and on a block because that's where my body is today, and I'm gonna honor it. You may sit with your legs crossed or on your knees or on a blanket. Find what's most comfortable for you. Once you've found your comfortable seat, let's get settled into the practice. Close your eyes and place your hands right on top of your knees. On your next inhale, send those shoulders up by your ears. Exhale and allow them to melt down towards your mat. Bring your hands right in the center of your chest and let's set an intention for today's flow. What would you like to bring to the mat today? What is your intention for today's practice? What's your why? Take a few rounds of breath as you focus in and zero in on that intention. Deep inhales through your nose and slow, loving exhales through your mouth. Take one more round of breath. And on your next exhale, slowly bat your eyes open. Release your hands out by your sides. And remove your blanket or block if you're seated on one. And I'm going to transition to cross-seated position, or you may remain seated on your knees. Bring your hands to rest outside of your body, allowing only your fingertips to touch the mat to gently graze the top of your mat. And on an inhale, you'll raise your arms up above your crown. They'll meet in prayer position. Your gaze will follow. Exhale, allow your hands to slice down your center and make their way back out to your mat. One more time, inhale. Gaze goes up, hands meet in prayer. Exhale, allow them to melt down towards your mat. Inhale, gaze goes up, hands follow. Exhale, hands melt down towards your mat. Extend your right arm out to the side. And next, extend your left arm out above your crown. Wiggle your fingers, send your gaze forward. Exhale and release back to center. Your next inhale, send that right arm up above your crown. Left elbow comes to the mat. Exhale and release back to center. Place your right hand on the mat. Allow the elbow to touch before you send that left arm up above your crown. Send your gaze forward. If your shoulders have crept up by your ears, exhale and allow them to melt down towards your mat. Exhale and release back to center. Inhale, bring that right arm up above your crown. Left arm and elbow comes to the mat. Gaze is forward. Exhale and release back to center. Inhale, last time. Right elbow comes to the mat. Left arm extends above your crown. Gaze is forward. Exhale, release back to center. Inhale, right arm goes up above our crown on our left side. Exhale, release back to center. Bring both your hands over to the right side of your body and slowly transition to tabletop position. Allowing your hands, placing your hands right underneath of your shoulders and making sure that your knees are parallel with your hands. The tops of your feet should gently graze the top of the mat. And on an inhale, you're going to shift forward and rotate your body in a clockwise position. Moving slowly and following your breath to make a full circle with your entire body. We're going to take 3 circles in clockwise position, clockwise rotation, following our breath and feeling each movement as we circle our bodies. Once we made 3 rotations in one direction, 3 full rotations, we're going to rotate in the opposite direction for counterclockwise. Sending our butt back towards our feet, not to touch, but just taking some gentle circles with our body. 3 times on each side. Being sure to follow our breath here. There's no rush. And once you made 3 full rotations on each side, find a place of stillness, and next extend your right leg behind you. Take 1 round of breath here. Before that, next, sending your left leg back behind to meet your right. Since I'm off the mat, I'm going to scooch forward a bit. On your next exhale, allow both of your knees to come to the mat. Untuck your toes. Exhale and send those elbows to the back of the room as you slowly guide your torso down to the mat. On an inhale, peel your front torso up off the mat, send your gaze forward. Exhale, release back down to the mat. On your next inhale, we're gonna move through tabletop position with our breath. Tuck your toes and allow your knees to hover. Exhale, slowly guide your heels down towards the ground. Take a moment to pedal this downward dog out by raising 1 heel at a time up off the mat, following your breath, leaning into what feels good in this moment. So perhaps you stay on one side a little bit longer than the other, or you're pedaling out slower or faster than I am. It's your body, your mat, your practice. Honor what feels good for you. Take 1 more moment to pedal it out, following your breath, and find a place of stillness. Next, I want you to step 1 foot in front of the other as we make our way back up to the front of the mat. Following our breath, moving with our breath, taking our time. And once your feet have met your hands, grab each elbow, allow a slight micro bend in your knees, and take a gentle sway from right to left. Following your breath, nothing too crazy. This is a sway of control because you have control. Exhale and release those hands back down towards your mat. On an inhale, paint up your hands, paint up your legs with your hands. Send your crown forward for a flat back. Exhale, send your hands back down the way that they came. Your next inhale, we're gonna slowly stack our spine as we make our way back up to mountain pose. Moving with our breath, we're not in any rush. Our arms sweep out and meet in prayer position above our crown, which is the last thing that rises. Our gaze follows our hands as they pass through our heart center and find their resting place by our sides. Wiggle your fingers, take a deep inhale, send those shoulders up by your ears. Exhale and allow them to melt down towards your mat. On the next inhale, sweep your arms up above your crown, hands meet in prayer. Exhale, bend your knees as you slice down towards your mat. Inhale, paint up your legs, send your crown forward, flat back. Exhale, paint back down your legs and plant your hands outside of your feet. Take a moment to spread your fingertips wide before you send your left leg directly behind you. Take this moment to check your right knee's alignment with your right ankle. Your knee should be located directly above your ankle, and if it has overextended, take this moment to readjust. Take 1 round of breath here as you send your gaze forward. On your next round of breath, I want you to rotate your back left leg, sending that heel down to the ground. Frame your head with your arms as you slowly rise up to Warrior One. Be sure that all four corners of each foot are pressed into your mat. On your next exhale, you're gonna slowly rotate your body to your left side. Extend your right arm over your right leg and left arm over your left leg for warrior two. The next inhale, you're gonna slowly reach forward. Exhale, you're gonna bring that left hand back to your left leg. Gaze goes up to follow your right arm. Exhale, and release back down to warrior two. Take one round of breath here. Wiggle your fingers. And on your next exhale, slowly straighten your right front leg. Take this moment to check your torsos and hips alignment. They all should be squared to the left side of your body. And if they aren't, take this moment to slowly readjust. Arms are extended in warrior two arms. And on our next inhale, we're gonna slowly tilt our body on our right side, sending those right hands down towards our ankle. Maybe our hands rest on our legs, and our left arm is extended towards the sky. If this is too much or isn't comfortable, bring your left arm over to your left hip. Your hips, gaze, and torso are all facing the left side of your body. If you're comfortable here, extend your right arm to rest right on your right ankle. Your hips and torso should be facing the left side of your body. Gaze can be either forward. If your arm is extended up to the sky, your gaze can be facing the sky. Take one more round of breath here. And exhale, we're gonna slowly lift up back the way that we came. Send your gaze forward, like we're in warrior two. Slowly bend that front right knee back to warrior two. And on an exhale, you're gonna windmill both your arms and simultaneously rotate that back foot back to face our right leg. So windmill both of our hands back down to frame that right foot. Exhale, send that right leg back to meet the left. Allow both knees to gently touch the mat, untuck your toes. Exhale, send those elbows to the back of the room as you melt down towards your mat. Inhale, peel your front torso up off the mat. Exhale, release back down. On your next round of breath, slowly peel your body through tabletop position, making our way to downward facing dog. You tuck your toes, hover your knees, and send your heels down towards the ground. Take a moment to pedal your legs out, lifting one heel at a time, following your breath. Find a place of stillness. Spread your fingertips wide as you step one foot in front of the other to make your way back to meet your hands at the front of the mat. 1 foot at a time, 1 foot at a time, following our breath. Once you made it up to meet your hands, grab each elbow, and that's right, we're taking a gentle sway. Don't forget the slight micro bend in your knees. A loving sway from left to right or right to left. Be sure to follow your breath here. Exhale and release those hands down toward your mat. Inhale, paint up your legs, send your crown forward. Elbows are tucked in by your side, flat back. Exhale, release your hands back down the way that they came. On your next inhale, slowly stack your spine. We're making our way back up to mountain pose. Take your time and follow your breath. Your arms sweep out and meet up above your crown in prayer position. Your gaze follows. Exhale, they melt down through your heart center and find their final resting place by your sides. Wiggle your fingers. Inhale, send your shoulders up by your ears. Exhale, and allow them to melt down. Take a deep inhale as you sweep your arms up above your crown. They meet in prayer position. Exhale, slice down towards your mat. Inhale, paint up your legs, send your crown forward, flat back. Exhale, paint back down your legs and plant your hands outside of your feet. This time, we're sending our right foot back. Take this moment to check your left knee's alignment with your left ankle. Be sure it's not overextended. We're trying to create a 90-degree angle if we can. If not, that is okay. But it's most important to check our knees alignment with our ankle. Take one moment of breath here. And on your next exhale, you're going to send that right heel down towards your mat. Take one round of breath. On your next exhale, frame your head with your hands and slowly bring your body up to warrior one. Gaze is forward. You have a big smile because you built this strength. And on your next exhale, you're going to rotate to the right side of the room, right side of your body, and send your arms to extend over both of your legs. Your left arm should be over your left leg and right arm over your right leg. Wiggle your fingertips. Take an inhale and shift forward. Flip that wrist, sending your palm up. Send your gaze up as your right arm comes down to meet your right leg. Exhale and return back to warrior two. On your next exhale, slowly straighten that front left leg. Take this moment to check your torsos and hips alignment. They all should be to the opposite side of the room as we did before. In order for you to see me better, I'm gonna switch sides. There it is. Our left foot can either be parallel with the back edge of the mat, or your front toes can be facing the front corner of your mat. Our left foot can be parallel with the back edge of the mat, or your toes can be rotated a little bit towards the front top right corner of your mat. It's important to feel what's most comfortable for you. For me, I like to keep my foot parallel with the back edge of the mat, but I know a lot of yogis that have a slight tilt. Find what's most comfortable for you. Extend your arms back out to warrior two arms. Check this moment. Take this moment to check your wrists. Take this moment to check your hands alignment with your ankles. They should be located over each ankle. Check, check. And on your next round of breath, you're gonna slowly tilt your body over to the opposite side, sending that left hand down to meet the left ankle. That right arm extends up to the sky, and front torso is squared towards the front of the room. Now, if you can reach the ground, that's great. With your fingertips, take this moment to try. Or if you have a block, it's a great moment. On your next round of breath, slowly tilt your body over to the left side as your right arm slowly extends towards the sky. Your gaze follows, or your gaze is facing forward. Again, take this moment to check and see if your hips are squared forward, your torso is squared forward. If not, that might mean that you need to bring your arm up a little bit higher on your leg. If extending your right arm up above your body is too much, take this moment to bring it to your hip if it's more comfortable. One more round of breath in triangle pose. And on your next exhale, you're going to slowly come up back the way that you came. Extend both arms out to warrior two arms. Wiggle those fingers. Next, you're going to slowly bend that front left knee, making our way back to warrior two. On your next round of breath, you're going to slowly rotate that back right foot as you windmill your arms down to frame your left foot. Send your gaze forward. Both your feet should be facing the same way at this time. Spread your fingertips wide before you send your left foot back to meet your right. Allow those knees to touch your mat. Untuck your toes and send your elbows to the back of the room, melting down towards your mat. On an inhale, slowly peel your body up off the ground. Exhale, release back down to your mat. The next inhale, slowly peel your torso up off the mat, making your way through tabletop position. We're gonna separate our knees to spread as far as the mat. Our toes touch as we slowly guide our butts back to meet our feet for child's pose. Use your hands to guide your forehead down to the mat and extend your arms up above your crown. Take a few rounds of breath here. Deep inhale through your nose, slow, loving release through your mouth. One more deep inhale through your nose, and a slow, loving release through our mouth as we get closer to the mat, closer to the tops of our thighs. On your next round of breath, slowly raise your forehead off the mat. Use your hands to help guide you back up to a seated position. Stacking one foot, one hand behind each other, making your way back to your body. Bring your knees together and bring both your hands over to one side of your body as you extend both of your legs out in front of you and scooch your body down to the center of your mat. Extend both of your legs out in front of you as you make your way down to Savasana. We've earned this Savasana today. Bring your heels together, toes flap open, palms face the ceiling, and close your eyes. Take a few rounds of breath here as you allow your body to melt into your mat. Honoring our lights within. Our lights shine and mean honoring our lights within. Our lights give us purpose, give us joy, give us energy. It's literally what we pour into everything that we love in our lives. Today's practice is about honoring self, honoring that light, and allowing that light to shine. Take a few rounds of breath as you melt further and further into your mat, honoring this space, this time, and being present. Great job with day 18. Sometimes stopping for Savasana. Sometimes it feels like you don't have time for Savasana, but this is the most important part of our flow. This is the part where we absorb everything that our bodies flow through, and we allow sometimes being still is the most difficult part of our practice, but Savasana is a time where we absorb all the goodness that we flow through. So be sure to allow yourself this time to absorb the energy in your practice. Be still, be quiet, in order to honor your light. Take one more round of breath here. The deepest inhale through your nose and the most loving release through your mouth as you exhale. Next, wiggle your toes. Wiggle those fingers. Bring awareness back to your body, back to this moment, back to the space. And next, slowly bat your eyes open. Bring your left arm over to the right side of your body, making your way to your fetal position, curling up like a little ball. Being sure to take your time and follow your breath. And when you're ready, use both of your hands to help guide you back up to a comfortable seat, the same one we started with, or maybe a different one, whichever feels best for your body. And once you made it to your comfortable seat, place your hands on top of your knees, close your eyes, and take a round of breath. Bring your hands to the center of your chest and bring your attention back to your intention for today's flow, your why for showing up. I encourage you to take this energy. I encourage you to take this energy from today's practice and apply it to the rest of your day, your week, or your 2021. Bring your thumbs to rest in the center of your eyebrows, right on your third eye, and give it a gentle massage. You did a great job with today's flow. Way to go. Keep showing up for yourself. I cannot wait to see you tomorrow. Namaste.